for the Nuggets, the backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. Opening day, Chris, in your experience, which types of teams tend to start the season well, started strong?
Two types. One, the team that has been forgotten about and left out. The team that had a disappointing season the year before, and no one knows the pain that they went through all summer long, waiting to get back to that moment. So they've been incentivized for half of a year to come back and say, wait a minute, it's our turn now. And those teams are sneaky under the radar.
Little chip on their shoulder, in other words.
And and then secondly, I would say veteran teams that know what they want, teams that are focused and saying, wait a minute, we know this is a marathon. Let's take our time, warm up, and stick to the principles right away, and we'll end up in the right place later.
And so it's the Wizards getting on the board first. Murray, no good.
I mean, he struggles with his finishes sometimes. I mean, it's kept him from being an elite player.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Jokic against Westbrook. Jokic passes to Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Westbrook. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against New York.
And that didn't come at the cost of his defense. In fact, I think it fed his defense. He had 4 steals in that game.
And Denver has possession, following the 3-pointer by Washington. Harris's shot is good.
Oh, you get it inside like this, you're going to get a high percentage shot almost every time.
Beal, the pass to Westbrook. And the Wizards hit again from deep.
And early on, they looked great. They've made all 4 of their shots to start this game.
Murray surveying the D. The pass to Jokic. Now Harris. Back to Jokic. Fires for 3. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. You look at Bryant, 4th in the league and as consistent as they come.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Pass to Beal. Back to Westbrook from beyond the arc. And again, Washington with the triple.
Never any doubt where Bradley Beal's going with that pass. I mean, if he has a teammate that wide open, he's not going to miss it.
Murray, the pass to Millsap. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Shot clock at 6. Porter outside. Hits the 3-point bomb.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Talk about great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. It's hauled in by Brown. Washington leading now by 6. Now here's Beal. He's coming off a 40-point game against New York.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Fires the 3.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the 4. Knocked away. Pass to Hachimura. Outside Westbrook. For Murray. And that one's good. Westbrook's got 10 points in the game.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Pass to Jokic. Over Bryant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
You know, you watch Nikola Jokic out there, and he just moves like a guard. The way he approaches the game, sees the court, and shoots just aren't found in that center position.
Shooting two. Free throw, good. Jokic. You know, Greg, Jokic has so many tools at his disposal. He's a walking triple-double threat.
The passing and vision is what really sets him apart at that center position. The offense can run through him and should run through him with how he can distribute the ball.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on the stroke.
Here's Hachimura. Rebound by the Nuggets. Inside, here's Harris. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Harris has got his 3rd basket of the night.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Beal can't get it to go.
Well, you don't see that very often. A wide open 3 is usually like a layup for him.
Murray against Brown. With some arc, he takes it up and lays it in.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Now here's Beal. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. It's good.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Murray against Westbrook. Here's Jokic. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good work defensively by Bryant. Murray against Beal. Now the pass to Hachimura. Five on the clock. Beal, that's for 2. That doesn't go either for Beal.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Step back shot. Here's Millsap, and he lays it straight in.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Now here's Westbrook. 10 points for him. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Harris drives in. He nails it, and we're tied up. Harris has got 8 points.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Passes it to Hachimura. Nice D from Porter.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot. Well, with the role he's on this quarter, they're going to keep going to him and get that lead even bigger.
Bryant with it. He's picked up by Millsap. And here's Westbrook from the arc. And it's Denver with the rebound. Millsap's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Porter dishes to Millsap. Outside Porter. Over Beal. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. It was the Nuggets. Their last game lost to the Mavericks in Dallas. On the wing, Brown. Millsap covering. Brown the pass to Hachimura. Over Harris. Hachimura, no good.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
That one drops for him. Now it's a 4-point Nugget lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington. And after essentially a redshirt rookie year with the Nuggets, Michael Porter Jr., the 14th pick in the 2018 draft, is back in action.
Could be a huge addition. Remember, Porter was projected as a top 2 pick entering his freshman season at Missouri. If he can stay healthy, you're adding an elite talent to your rotation.
Denver making a switch here. Barton is checked in, and a switcher also for Washington. Davis Bertans checks in for Hachimura. Bertans kicks to Brown. For 3, Westbrook kept alive.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Barton against Westbrook. Harris outside. Here's Jokic. No good there. Nice D from Bryant.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
Brown the pass to Bryant. There's Beal with the 3. The shot missing. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
If his performance this quarter is any indication, I don't think he's the one who's going to let them out of the hole.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Now, here's Bertans. 11 points for him in that last game against New York. Bryant finds Beal. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the teardrop. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds in the game. To the left side wing. Another miss by Jokic.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Beal. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
He's gone off the rails this quarter. And it's a bad time to do it. I mean, when they're needing to fight from behind.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. The NBA fans sometimes called the 6th man. Chris, talk about what a difference a raucous crowd, a home crowd, can make for a team and a player.
Well, I could talk about that from my experience, but let's talk about from my experience first. Sacramento, we had a lady called Sign Lady. Now, of course, she had a real name, but she says, just call me Sign Lady. She would make the most beautiful signs, blotting. We believe in you, Pager. Every shot is good. She make them creatively. They'd be bright. They'd be big. And we looked for her for encouragement. The cowbells, how loud everyone there was. Some first-time gamers saying, this is my first game coming to watch. Go win, Chris. Or people that's been like, I've never missed a game. You want to do it for the fans. How loud they are. How they get on the teams. How they get on the refs. You got to love it. And then for the rest of the league, oh, my God. Last year in the playoffs, going to the Milwaukee Bucks, their home arena, that new arena they have there, oh, crazy. You want to talk about crazy fans? Go out to Toronto and hang outside with 10,000 crazy fans in the rain while they're singing and shouting and having fun over there in Jurassic Park. And we all know about the great fans that Golden State had all their years in Oracle, some of the most loyal fans ever. The 6th man, the fans being the 6th man, that is not a cliche. That is not made up for PR purposes. That's true and real. And some of the best players will tell you how those fans have taken them over the top, giving them energy to win some games.
A lot of energy.
Team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter. And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
And that one's good. Westbrook.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Outside, Porter. Pass to Jokic. Bryant with the rebound.
Frozen. Guys just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
And Beal kicks to Bertans. Outside Bryant. Outside Westbrook. On deep. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. .107 left here in the first quarter. Beal finds Westbrook. 3 on the clock.
In building this lead, they've done a terrific job finishing their defensive sequences with the backboard. That has been key. His hard work on the backboard really just has given them more opportunities to score.
Here is Porter after the basket by Washington. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Bertans. Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Now, here's Jokic. He's coming off a 10-point game against Dallas.
And his scoring is going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
4 on the shot clock. Harris with it. Picked up by Brown. Harris, no good.
He usually takes advantage of D like that. Should have been a simple layup.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. That shot misses. Got it off in time. The shot that time not on target. A big-time effort for Gary Harris, providing a lot of energy for the Denver Nuggets. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back right after this. Nikola Jokic, a former second-round pick, turned star in the league, talks about what the game means to him.
Basketball, like passion, love. Like, that is the thing I play like when I know 4, 6, 7 years old. I don't know. Like basketball is always in my life. That like, I think it's passion. I think it's passion.
In basketball, Greg, a big deal in Jokic's native land of Serbia.
And I love his creativity. There's an artistry and a freedom in how he plays the game.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Setting the pace early, GA. I like this aggressive mind state. I love this approach so far.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Washington, we've got Wagner. Davis Bertans out there with Brown. Then there's Shabazz Napier. And it's Beal in at the shooting guard position. First one falls for him. A lot of player ejections in the playoffs last year. In fact, the highest in 3 decades. Seems like tensions, yes, with the officials are still escalating.
Well, yeah, the relationship between the players and the referees, you know, it's always an ongoing process, and it's definitely getting better. But last year we had the highest number of new referees in the history of the NBA. And so you're going to have growing pains when you have younger guys and understanding the culture of the league. But I like the way that we're going, and some of those rejections were warranted. Some of them weren't. I just look at that year as, that just happened. Let's see what happens. I'm not going to hold players and referees accountable to last season. I think we need a little bit more context before we make a decision on player ejections and flagrants and things like that. Just a little more research.
Wizards trail by 5. He dishes it to Napier. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Pass to Brown. For the 3. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time.
Well, they get burned this time. That's a shot they're willing to give up there.
Now Morris. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
I appreciate the aggression, but that's already his second foul. He's got to play it a little safer now.
Here's Craig. He's covered by Beal. Craig passes to Jokic. He's looking for Plumlee and finds him. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one.
And Chris, a very unique experience playing in the nation's capital. What was your time like with Washington?
Oh, I love D.C. Oh, I love Chocolate City. I mean, the surrounding areas of D.C. love the team as well. There's something special about playing in the capital.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And so Napier will bring it up for Washington. A floater. Craig pulls it in.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Down low, here's Morris. It's tipped, and he recovers it. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Morris has got his first basket of the night. Wizards trail by 5. Outside, Beal. Back to Napier. Lets it go from 14. And out of bounds as the Nuggets gain possession. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Denver Nuggets. On Friday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Sunday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Los Angeles Lakers.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Morris kicks to Jokic. 6 on the shot clock. There's the pass to Morris. And again, Denver with the triple.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You see this all too often. You have to be willing to put it in.
Here's Wagner. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Back to Napier. To the inside. And it's sent back by Jokic. Barton outside. Knocked loose. And stolen by Napier. Washington again turning it over.
And here's a look at some numbers for Plumlee. How he did last season. Averaged 7 points per game. 6 rebounds and 3 assists. Guys, he's a difference maker off the bench. Steps into that front court and more than holds his own.
Well, it's his willingness to bang down low or move opponents off the block. Those are valuable contributions.
Here's Craig. The dish to Morris. Passes it to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
Wizards trail by 10. Napier passes to Beal. They need this one. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Now, here is Morris. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. Great D that time from Beal. And even 3-on-3 break. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time.
Oh, look at the quick instincts of Beal. They're just fantastic. He does a super job of leaking out that time in transition.
Morris kicks to Jokic. In the corner, it's Plumlee. Here's Craig. He's covered by Beal. They get it again. Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
And Kevin, this is why his teammates respect him. The hustle, the energy. Gotta love it.
Here's Barton. Denver the rebound.
I mean, it took him a long time to get into the flow of the game, but the points are starting to come for him now.
Napier with it. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against New York.
I mean, and you look at his free throw numbers, and it shows you how much pressure he put on the defense.
Chris, there are guys that talk a lot of trash on the floor. You played against some legendary trash talkers. Who stands out in that area when you think back to when you played?
And I tell you what, the two guys that are on my mind, they definitely could have talked trash with the best of all time, and that's Pat Beverly. We've seen what he does. He just keeps coming and coming and coming. And that guy, Day-Day, yeah, Draymond Green, the one that plays out there in Golden State. Oh, yeah, he has a mouth on him, too. I think you heard him.
And when you played, who was the best trash talker back in your day?
By far, Larry Bird and Gary Payton. Those two guys would talk trash that so much that you would get entertained into their talking and be like, well, what are you going to say next? I'm having a good time out here. It was always in fun, but trust me, they always wanted to stick that dagger into you, too, while they were talking.
You couldn't hide a smile either. They started getting you going. You could not hide a smile.
I couldn't, and that was my thing. I talked trash while I was smiling, so maybe no one else knew what I was saying but you. But those guys, yeah, they keep you laughing out there. They talk trash about you, themselves. After they missed the shot, they would talk themselves down or talk to a fan that was talking to them. So it was always entertaining. The best trash talkers talk to everyone, not just to their opponents.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Hachimura. He picked up 12 points in their last win against New York.
Yeah, and his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards, too.
Yeah, and they showed effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Craig. He has 7. Pass to Murray. 6 to shoot. Shoots over Beal. Here's Plumlee. He can't get that one to fall. And Washington the other way now. Here's Napier. Banked in off the glass. Napier's got 6.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Morris passes to Jokic. In it goes. That's his 3rd bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Washington calls timeout. Well, Greg, the rapid ascension of Nikola Jokic into NBA stardom has been nothing short of amazing. You know, he really is an elite center now.
I mean, he's the best player on a very talented young team in the West. I would not be surprised to see him win an MVP in the next few years.
Wizards making a switch here. Smith has checked in. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second chance points in the NBA. The Nuggets, number 1.
Yeah, that was a huge factor for them a season ago. Their ability to attack the offensive glass and then convert those into second chance buckets. I mean, no one did it better.
Here's Bertans. Smith outside. Here's Hachimura. Six on the shot clock. Plumlee with some nice D.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Now, here is Morris. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Smith, the pass to Beal. Here's the floater, and it's good on the layup. Beal's got 6.
Love the touch on that floater right there. Beal has this shot down to a science.
To the middle, here's Craig, and that one is hammered home.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for Denver. Harris comes in for Morris, and the Wizards making a change here as well. Westbrook's checked in. Smith outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And see, Webb, when Ish Smith goes to the rim, he is so deceptive. You just don't know where he'll go.
Yeah, Kevin, and sometimes I feel that Smith doesn't even know where he is going. But he's the crafty player that keeps defenders off balance. With this change of speed, gets the job done.
The free throw drops for Smith.
And now a chance to see the former Demon Deacon Ish Smith in action. Has been in the league for a while now and played for several teams, and he's a veteran through and through.
No good on the second free throw. And when you have Ish Smith on your team, you know he's going to give you scoring off the bench.
And Smith not exactly great at any one thing, but the whole package is solid for a reserve. As long as you can make the right decision and just run the offense, that'll get you pretty far in this league.
And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for the Washington Wizards. It's a 14-point game. Westbrook with it. Out guarded by Murray. And it's Westbrook missing. Denver's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Murray dishes to Harris. Pass to Jokic. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Harris has got his 3rd assist on the night.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Hachimura. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. And out of Japan, a real interesting prospect. Hachimura, especially now that he can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he found the free ball in his last year of college, hitting over 40%. You combine that with the size, the motor, he is really versatile, and I feel like he's putting it all together.
The first one falls.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Denver. Ryan is checked in for the Wizards. Both good from the line that time.
Well, Coach Scott Brooks has seen success in the past. Respected coach who has won Coach of the Year. But the heat is on in Washington.
Yeah, he hasn't had great luck here with the Wizards. I mean, new management this year might be evaluating him, and he could be a make-or-break season for Brooks.
And here's Smith. The shot, no good. Murray with the defensive effort. In the corner, it's Harris. No good on the three. Wizards trail by 14. Teardrop shot. And that one goes out of bounds. It's touched by Porter.
And taking a look here at some numbers for Russell Westbrook. Great showing for him last season. He was around 23 points a game last year, 10 assists and 11 rebounds. And what sets him apart is his rebounding. And as you can see, he's been in peak form.
This last stretch, unbelievable tenacity going to the glass. It's been reflected in that stat sheet.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Now here's Millsap. His last outing with 20 points. Over Smith. Rebound by the Wizards. Bryant's got 7 rebounds in the game. And the pass to Westbrook. 1:49 left in the first half. Bryant in the post. Guarded by Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Murray. Another miss by Westbrook.
Oh, defense, they just took that possession off. I mean, they get away with it that time, but they got to show some more aggression.
And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. Wizards trail by 11. And finished off by Westbrook.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how brilliant throwdown. Now here's Murray. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Dallas.
Yeah, as good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
Outside Westbrook. Shoots a 3. Denver grabs the miss. At one point, they led by 16. They're off to San Antonio after this game, bringing their show to the AT&T Center. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for it. Porter passes to Harris. With the teardrop, and he lays it up and in. Harris has got 12 in the game.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Hachimura, guarded by Porter. Lets it go with a 3. The offensive rebound, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing.
And you can see what makes Hachimura a tough cover. He can beat you with finesse, and also he can bring the hard hat.
The Wizards have been good at the free throw line in this one, 7 of 8.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
No good on the free throw.
And although he started playing the game later in life, Hachimura has picked it up well, and exciting young player to watch.
And the second free throw, good. Smith against Murray. From deep. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's the Denver Nuggets enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, guys. Here with Coach Mike Malone. How has ball movement opened up things for you offensively?
Every game we have where we get into a one-on-one game, over dribbling, not passing, we become very easy to guard. The good thing about tonight is the ball is moving. We're trying to make plays for each other. When we move the ball, we get high percentage shots, which is all we can ask for.
Thanks very much for your time, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Some incredible work in this one by Nikola Jokic. He had 13 points, 3 assists, and 10 rebounds. Shaq, let's get your take on Denver.
What stood out to me more than anything else was how hard they got after it on the offensive glass. They were keeping possessions alive and converting those rebounds into points. Take away those extra points, they're not in this position, Ernie.
Kenny, what's your take on Washington so far?
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open. But overall, I thought the offense was stagnant. Look for their coach to draw up some specific plays to try to jumpstart them in the second half.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take you down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Oh, man, what a tremendous first half. Okay, obviously he's feeling the flow, and he's looking to keep it going.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Porter in at the 3 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Now here's Murray. And he converts the layup. Murray's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Denver.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Westbrook with it. Now guarded by Porter. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut down to just 12 points with the basket from Westbrook.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
And that's why they're running plays for him. They're getting him the ball and letting him go to work.
Now here's Porter. Shot clock at 6. Millsap kicks to Porter. Deep 2 from Murray. Offensive rebound. Millsap buries it down low. Millsap's got 6 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 21. Back to Beal. For Murray. And that one off the back of the rim and in. That's now 8 points for Beal.
I like how fast Beal gets his jump shot off. Not allowing the D any time to read.
Murray against Westbrook. Now here's Millsap. He's guarded closely. The feed to Harris. Shoots over Beal. Bryant with the rebound. Bryant's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And checking out the stats for Jokic. Coming off a terrific season. 9th in assists. And he did his share on the glass. Battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And his floor awareness was impeccable last season. As you mentioned, top 10 in assists. Just does a great job of getting everyone involved.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Hachimura. that one falls, so he hits both of them.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
Harris looking it over. Passes it to Murray. Three-pointer. And that one is off. Now the Wizards take it the other way. The kick out to Westbrook. He tries for three. And again, Washington no good. The Nuggets leading by 10. Murray outside. Pass to Millsap. Count that one. Millsap's got 4 points this quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside. They're taking full advantage. And I have just been so impressed with the way Jamal Murray has added to his game. Keeps pushing himself every offseason to make the most of his abilities as a player and continues to be a consistent threat from the outside.
Now here is Harris. Bradley Beal unable to get his shot to go. Wide open look here for Murray. Off target with his three. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for Washington. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Great open look there. Beal's got 10. And with Murray, Greg, you forget how young he is. He entered the NBA right out of his freshman year at Kentucky.
I mean, Murray was taken 7th in his draft and has kind of flown under the radar from that class. But the more you watch him, the more you feel like you're seeing a star in the making.
Here's Beal following the basket by Jokic. Beal with it, now guarded by Porter. Here's Bryant. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. A three ball. That's good from Porter on the assist from Harris. Harris has got 4 assists now tonight. Wizards trail by 15. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Westbrook. That one good for 2. Westbrook's got 23.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Now here's Murray. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
And this is his first trip to the line tonight for the Nuggets. Longley's checked in for Millsap. Martin comes in for Michael Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Gary Harris. The Wizards also changing it up. Mahimi comes in for Thomas Bryant. And Mo Wagner is subbed in for Hachimura. Free throw good, Murray. Hey, Chris, for some guys, playing in their hometown is a dream. But there's also that added pressure, isn't there?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, at least when you play away from home, it's a little more quiet. You don't have to get as many tickets for the game. And I got a chance to play home in Detroit. It was one of the best moments of my life. And I thought to myself, this is a wonderful feeling, but could I have handled it for 15 years in my career? I don't know. That's 30 tickets a game. Oh, I probably would have to go back into the NBA again just to pay for those tickets. But I tell you what, it's fun. And for me, a mama's boy, eating your mama's cooking before a game, it is never, ever, I've never had a better feeling before a game. Eating her food and being able to go on the floor.
I bet. Now Morris, after Westbrook's missed 3.
A nice job taking what the defenders gave him. But these guys need a gut check right now.
I mean, I don't know what they were thinking. You have to know the scouting report. He's a threat from out there.
Washington with the ball. The Nuggets getting the bucket. Shot to stop the run. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. For Denver, they have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. That one is off. Shabazz Napier's checked in for the Wizards. He hits the second from the line. Wizards trail by 21. He kicks to Mahinmi. Beal against Murray. Beal can't get it to go.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's foul number 2 for him. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Jokic and Mahinmi with the block. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Can they get it? Vonleh with the rebound.
He found the open space from mid-range. Just maybe rushed his release a little bit.
And Jokic throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Washington calls timeout. One of the stories here, Nikola Jokic getting it done today.
There should only be one thing they're talking about in this timeout, trying to deny him the ball in the paint before he does any more damage.
See some numbers here on Jamal Murray. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged about 18 points a game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities 100%.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results. The movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
For 3, Westbrook. Washington gets it back and a new 14.
And when he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for them.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. And the defense has to be aware of this. When you don't put a body on him, you pay the consequences.
Now, here's Jokic. 19 points in the game. 5 on the clock. Rebounded by the Wizards. Beal gets a wide open look. And the shot is long.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Morris. Here's Jokic. Oh, look at him play!
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Now here's Beal. He's got 10. Shoots over Barton. And that one is good from Bradley Beal. Beal's got 12 in the game.
With effortless mechanics, Beal always has to be accounted for, especially from mid-range.
A floater. That one goes. Count it.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
got a piece of it. Barton outside. Pass to Jokic. Morris outside. Just 3 to shoot. But they recover it.
And they get it back again. I mean, how many rebounds offensively have they had? Everything's going right for them today.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 23. Beal deciding where to go with it. And it's blocked. And he's able to get it back. Denver's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Morris into the lane. Can't hit from in close. Washington shooting 34% from the field. That's not going to get it done. For 3, Westbrook. Vonleh with the rebound.
There's a lot of damage from three-point range in the first half, but so far in the second, he hasn't done a thing.
Morris outside. Murray outside. And here we go. The Wizards fast break. Westbrook's got the ball. Good work defensively by Morris. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. And the rejection by Mahinmi.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Here's Morris. Jokic trying to free himself up. No good with the layup.
He's been off the mark, but somehow he hasn't held them back as a team.
And finished off by Westbrook.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
Denver making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in, and a switcher also for Washington. Bergson is checked in. The Nuggets leading by 22. Murray left side. Rebound by Mahinmi. Mahinmi's got his 5th rebound in this one. Beal dishes to Westbrook. Here's Napier. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Morris passes to Barton. Here's Murray. Washington with the rebound. Mahinmi's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Westbrook. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. That's 28 points for Russell Westbrook.
You know, his offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
Barton against Beal. And that one's good, Barton.
And pro move there. Finds a way to gain some separation against the much taller defender.
Yeah, showing that short area skill allows him to create some space.
Now here's Westbrook. And he has 28 points for the game. Shoots the 3. It doesn't go for him. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Denver on top, just dominating this one. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. In it forward, it's Hachimura and Bertans. Ish Smith is out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Bryant in at the 5, roaming the paint. Westbrook, no good. The Nuggets leading by 22. And Porter, here we go. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul goes against Washington.
Yeah, just using those long strides to just kind of knife through the teeth of the defense. Porter daring them to hit him on that one.
First free throw is good.
And the medical red flags for Michael Porter Jr. caused him to slide to the Nuggets in the 2018 draft. 2 back surgeries in less than a year. An injury suffered initially in his sophomore year of high school. The risk is there, but if his body holds up, potentially a star in the making.
And Porter drops them both. You see the shift toward players on competing teams becoming friends. How does that compare to when you played this?
It's a little bit different. The players that I admired the most, I wouldn't be friendly with on purpose. We were in the same position. A guy like KG, one of my favorite players ever. We're close now. But during when we played, it was either me or him.
Really?
It was both of us. I didn't want to hang around with him, and I'm trying to beat him in the summer. But, you know, you got guys like the Banana Boat crew and LeBron and Wade. They're good friends anyway. Melo and LeBron came in 1 and 2, and they had that relationship. So I think relationships are always great. Really, it's just about can you turn the friendship off when you cross the line? I know that Banana Boat crew can, and I know others can as well. And that's all you want. As much as you're friends off the court, I want you to dislike each other on the court through your friendship, just like a big brother, little brother type of thing. So I don't think it's a problem.
Here's Harris after the basket by Washington. Puts it up from 15. Here's Plumlee, and it's sent back by Bryant. And it's Smith with the ball. He brings it up for Washington. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Bryant's shot is off. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Count that one. 18 points for Michael Porter.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Hachimura, guarded by Porter, and it's sent back by Plumlee.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Smith against Barton. Sweet little floater.
That's just great touch. The teardrop, well, that's all about feel.
Westbrook scanning the floor. Trying his luck from deep. Rebound by the Nuggets. Plumlee's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Porter. Here's Millsap. Another shot. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Underrated coming into the league and underestimated. Millsap doesn't have any doubters anymore. And how about the transition from Paul Millsap, going away from that star role to being more of a role player here in his later years? No longer needed to carry the torch, if you will, in terms of scoring and rebounding, but he can still give you just a bit of everything else at this stage.
And the first one at the line is good. And with Millsap, you can just see him contribute in so many ways.
I mean, a great passer for his position and also very unselfish with his offense. Still a plus defender with how often he is giving up size on the inside.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Torrey Craig comes in for Michael Porter. And it's Troy Daniels in for Harris.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
The pass to Besekniks. Here's Hachimura. It's blocked. Martin surveying the floor. Passes to Millsap. Over Smith. Here's Craig. Here's Plumlee. And the layup's good off the glass.
Oh, good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Smith, the pass to Besekniks. Chris, we read this the other day, the NBA announcing the development of the BAL, the Basketball African League. They feel there's a lot of untapped potential there. I would tend to agree.
I'm so excited. I already put my name in the hat to go out there and work with and help develop these kids. Oh, yeah, I'm excited. I mean, just think about this. You want to know what type of talent is out there? Let's just start with Akeem, then we go to Mutombo, Embiid, he's from Cameroon. How about Antetokounmpo, who has Nigerian parents? I mean, we can keep on going. How about Ibaka help find Siakam? Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
There's some talent out there, baby. And, yes, I'm excited for the BAL, the Basketball Africa League. Africa, stand up, baby.
And so here's Denver after the basket by Washington. Shot on the wing. Again, the Nuggets score.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now, here is Smith. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Paul Millsap picks one up.
Wow, the speed of Smith and his ability to change gears constantly keeps the D on their toes. He has a knack for picking up fouls while shooting.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drop for Smith. And with a younger generation of fans cutting the cord, Adam Silver has talked about ways, Chris, to make the games, the NBA games, more accessible.
Yeah, and as a guy, Kevin, that played on the West Coast, I know many people aren't happy with this idea, but I say move the games up an hour. Move it to 6 o'clock so that I could watch LeBron on the West Coast when I'm living on the East Coast and be to bed by a normal time where kids can stay up. But how about the streaming? I mean, you can watch it on your phone. There's so many better and different ways now. I mean, before, if you were traveling, you could never watch a game because you had to be by a TV set stuck into a wall. Now, you got your phone, your pads, and everything else. So I love the game. It's becoming more global because of the expansion and how we've gotten players out there in front of fans. And now, with the access that fans have through some type of mobile device, I just love it. I love it.
He's off on the first. And he's good on the second. And so it's Smith with it. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Pass to Hachimura. More star players changing teams. The word tampering comes up, Chris. Is the league striking the right balance on enforcement?
Oh, yes. And, you know, Commissioner Silver, he knows all the tricks. He doesn't want it to be a police state, but he knows a wink from a wink.
Right,
you know what I mean? So you got to draw some lines. But, again, how do you stop it? I mean, you know, if I'm playing on the Lakers and I say, wow, you know, I think Anthony Davis has the best eyebrows in the world. You know, you got to let me say that. And, you know, if that's recruiting, it's recruiting. So it's a fine line. And hopefully the players have some fun with it. And hopefully Commissioner Silver does his best to police it while everyone at the same time is working with integrity.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. No good on that one. Mahinmi's checked in for Hachimura. Good on the second free throw.
That's what they want to see from him, attacking, getting whistles, and maybe causing some foul trouble.
Smith against Barton. And Washington again with the bucket. The Nuggets have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12. Here's Hartenstein, guarded by Mahinmi. Lock at 6. Here's Craig. That one is good. He's only missed one shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen. Defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Barton against Smith. See, Webb, the NBA always trying to improve every aspect of the game, and that includes officiating.
Yeah, and it should include officiating, one of the most important parts of the game, and one of the toughest jobs within the business of basketball. I mean, these guys are making calls on the fly without the advantage of the camera at home that we have watching through the screen, or without the advantage of slow motion technology. So first of all, kudos to the refs that go out and give it their best every day. We have the best refs in any of sports, I believe, and we still need to improve on that. The league recognizes that, and I love the fact that everybody's doing it together.
Washington's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Payton dishes to Smith. That shot off. Now Denver takes it the other way. Here's Barton. Hits the target from 18 feet.
Once he turned it on, he became a force in this game. Not sure where this guy was in the first half.
Payton outside. Smith outside. Offensive rebound. Pasek picks. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Barton passes to Bull. Craig kicks to Barton. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Now Bull. Back to Barton. From deep three-point range. That one no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Oh, trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Two-time NBA champion Michael Thompson says the arm muscles, Chris, on today's players don't measure up with what they used to be. Is that even important?
You know what? He's right, but I don't know how important that is unless, you know, you just want to bring the gun show to the games and then pull out the arms and the curls and say, check out these muscles. But now I think, you know, it's a lot different. And make no mistake, even though that is a true comment, the players of today are much more athletic than his day and my day. And I think that's because of technology. They understand core strength. They understand dieting. They understand rest. And so many, they're privy to so much information that we didn't have. But, yeah, no more curls. It doesn't seem like there are any more Karl Malone 24-inch pythons, brother, out there in any of these games.
Monte Morris is checked in for the Nuggets. Both free throws good from Matthews. Guys, some great passing from him.
Yeah, everybody's touching it, and you're starting to see the assists pile up because the rhythm is on display offensively.
Now, here is Morris. Pass to Hartenstein. Out left to the wing. Here's Craig. He's covered by Matthews. Just 4 to shoot. Daniels, no good. Washington's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Matthews dishes to Smith. Over Morris. Smith, no good.
Even though he's gone ice cold, he keeps shooting. I mean, it's late enough in the game for him to recognize there's some better options.
Now, here's Bull. And there's the pass to Daniels. And another miss by Denver.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Got a piece of it.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
And Washington making a change here. Brown's checked in. Payton right side. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Payton's got his first bucket of the night. They have been really controlling this one.
You never want to be complacent on the floor. That's when you lose momentum.
Now, here is Morris. Passes it to Craig. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Brown right side. Over Daniels. The putback. It's good on the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And Morris has got the ball here for Denver. Pass to Bull. Rebounded by the Wizards.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Now, here's Brown. Pass to Payton. 5 to shoot. Shot from 12. Here's Mahinmi. Got a hand on it, and he recovers it. Brown with it. Guarded now by Morris. Back to Mahinmi. Goes up again. No good off the back of the rim. Denver's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nuggets.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And you could tell they were ready for this one today, guys. There was something extra on the line, and they wanted it.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Jokic.
Oh, he was a scary man at the defensive end with all those blocks. Even the shots he didn't get a hand on, he affected. He forced a lot of misses out there tonight.
On deep, and they forced the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Washington. Payton passes to Mahinmi. Here's Pasechniks. And it's out of bounds to the Wizards as Washington retains possession. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Mason, your game has expanded some, and what has that process been like?
You know, you just learn something new every game. You have to study your opponent and see what's going to be open, but some of the constants have to be rebounding, defense, bringing energy, and that's always going to get you a little bit.
Well, you had the whole package tonight, Mason. Thanks. Kevin, back.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do